Welcome back to In La Cocina, in the kitchen. I'm your host, Mike Gonzalez, back at De Leon's Foods in Spokane, Washington. We're going to give you a lesson on chilies. Man, they have an awesome selection here from all over the country. Check these out: chili guajillos, chili anchos, castaño de amarillos. They even got New Mexico chili pods, just to name a few. Let's take a closer look to see what they've got.
Chilies range in flavor from mildly smoky to blazing inferno. On top of that list is the habanero pepper. It ranks as 10 on the HFNTV Inferno scale. We're talking this thing is caliente, it's hot. I mean, it's gonna burn your lips off after you eat a habanero. So we will say, eat that thing with caution. Let's take a look at some of the most popular chilies used today with varying degrees of hotness. The chili puya. These are a dried red chili. They've got a hotness of about 4 or 5, similar to the guajillo, but much smaller and much hotter. Japones. These are a dried red chili, and they're about an H3 on the HFNTV hotness scale. This is the most common dried red chili and seems to be sold everywhere in the Mexican sections of the markets, including De Leon's. Japones are almost always missing their caps and stems. They have great flavor. The guajillo is a dried red chili, 4 to 7 inches by 1.5 inches. It ranks about a 3 or 4 on our hotness scale. This chili is notable for its smooth skin and the flavor of chocolate. The ancho. This is a dried black chili that's pretty mild, about an H1 or H2 on the HFNTV Inferno list. On that hotness scale, it's okay, it's pretty mild. The arbol chili is slender with a sharp point. Dried arbals are excellent when you want a bit more heat than the commonly available japones provide. The arbol is easily recognized from its long, slender form. Nuevo Mexico chili is a dried red 4 to 6 inches by 2 inches wide roughly. This chili is used as a major ingredient in New Mexico chili powder and in various Mexican sauces. It's very similar to California chili, but tends to be just a bit hotter.
So you could see the extensive selection that they have here of chilies, but I gotta tell you, my favorite chili is the chipotle chili, and they got an awesome selection here. And essentially all a chipotle is a jalapeno that's smoked and dried. So we're gonna head into the kitchen with Mario De Leon to see what he could do with these. Welcome back to In La Cocina, in the kitchen. I'm Mike Gonzalez alongside Mario De Leon. We are in the De Leon's kitchen, and you know, we've been talking about chili peppers all day. We got another really good dish with chili peppers. What are we gonna make, Mario?
Today we're gonna do some chicken with chili chipotle and honey.
And what's up with the chili peppers here in the adobo sauce?
These ones already come in a can and already, cook and everything.
Right.
You just have to put them in the blender, put some honey, and then you just rub it into your chicken.
All right, well, let's get started. And what's the honey do? Does it give it a little bit more texture?
Yes, a little more texture.
Obviously flavor, and a lot of people like honey.
Because the pepper's already cooked, so.
And how much water should you use, Mario? Is it kind of
like,
a feel? Just
like 2 ounces.
Yeah,
like
so
that, 2-3 ounces, not too much. That's correct.
If you use too much, I'll make it watery, right? So you could brush it. I mean, have you ever marinated it, or does that get too much?
There's a different kind of ways to do it. You know, you can use chili chipotle, you can use chili guajillo.
Yeah.
You know, you can use some of these chili peppers that come in pretty soon. Those hash peppers coming from New Mexico.
Yeah.
And that's big for us. And then if you want to too, if you can just grab some onions.
Oh yeah, I love onions.
That way.
Oh yeah, I like that. So you can brush that over the onion.
Yeah.
And how long should you actually grill the chicken? Is it just kind of a feel process?
Chicken,
you gotta take a look at it.
Yes, your chicken has to be the right temperature most of the time. You know.
I'd imagine it depends on the type of grill that you're using.
And how thick is your piece of chicken.
Right.
But usually I think it's 10 minutes.
So 10, as a rule of thumb. But obviously if it's pink inside, don't eat it.
Yeah, if it's pink, don't eat it. Make sure it has to be good. And most of the time, usually what I always like to do is just grab it so it doesn't stick. And you can start seeing changing the color already.
And plate them. Okay, so our chicken is done. It's time to plate this thing. That looks good, Mario.
Yeah.
You saved me a piece, right?
That's right.
Those aren't both for you.
No, just a quarter piece for you, the rest of it's for me.
What? Oh, no. And I love the onions that we've grilled. I love grilled onions, and that just gives it a little bit extra flavor, some extra texture. All right, we'll let this cool off a little bit, then we'll take a bite. All right, let's give this thing a try, Mario. Got some good kick to it. All right. And you can always come here to De Leon's on Francis, just east of Division. Best Mexican restaurant in all of Spokane. All right, we'll be back right after this.
In the Kitchen is brought to you by the Hispanic Food Network. Visit our website at www.hispanicfoodnetwork.com.